Hey, everybody. You're listening to Crystal here with the Plant Pusher podcast. And what's really, really exciting is that we're here with you to always talk about all things plants, colors, textures, shapes, their impacts on your life. I love working with plants. I love introducing you to new plants. And here at Plant Pusher, that's what I do. I push you straight to the plants. Hey, everybody. I am your plant pusher, pushing all the dopest plants on you. And today, we are talking about persimmons. And I really love working with persimmons. I've been recently making soap from persimmons, but we've got to learn more about them because we don't eat them as much here in the West as we used to. And you should. They're packed with vitamins A and C. They're so good for you, filled with antioxidants, known to be the golden fruit that you can harvest in the fall and the winter. But really the story of the persimmon, it kind of begins about 2,000 years ago in China. They were first cultivated by farmers. They were prized for the fruit, its beautiful color and texture, the sweet taste, and the extremely long shelf life. But they spread to Japan and Korea, and they became deeply woven into the seasonal art and celebrations and so much more. But as you guys know, trade routes opened up as usual. They traveled all across North America and Europe, and they were known to just be a beautiful species unto themselves. But then however they found it in North America, baby, we had our own native species, the American persimmon. It was rich with indigenous peoples. They harvested and enjoyed it for centuries, ate the fresh fruit during the frost and dried it in the winter for storage, used it in breads and preserves. And today it's grown all throughout Asia, the Mediterranean, Australia, North America, and even in states like California here. But you got to remember that persimmons themselves have been used by those who were in tough places during tough times. So whether that was on hikes, whether those were during wars, people also enjoy persimmons during enslaved times as well. They belong to a beautiful ebony family of trees. And so it's called the fruit of the gods. And it reflects both the beauty and the sweetness in the flavor. So when you think about a persimmon, remember, people have been enjoying slices in salads, similar to like eating an apple for centuries. But more than anything, that rich honey taste, it's sweet. So whether you want to put it in a salad or in a smoothie, it makes for a beautiful addition in a charcuterie board. You can also align it for baking, muffins, breads, cookies, and so much more. But even in Japan, one of the most treasured traditions is making the dried persimmon, and then the fruit is peeled carefully and hung to dry for several weeks while it's being gently massaged by hand. It transforms the fruit into this natural sweet delicacy with a soft texture and a very, very concentrated flavor. So different cultures historically have used persimmons differently. And don't forget, like I told you earlier, packed with fiber, packed with vitamins A and C. Don't forget about potassium and manganese and antioxidants because we want to keep your skin supple. We want to keep your immune system strong. We also know that potassium is excellent for the muscles, which is why even harvesting it during war or during times of extreme work would have made it beneficial to the body. But along with that, it's good for your heart, your health, and overall wellness. Because oftentimes in Chinese, Japanese, and Korean medicine, they've used persimmons and even the leaves of the persimmon for a tea. And in that tea, generations have used it to support sore throats, digestion, balance, and even overall well-being. So the persimmon clearly has multiple uses. Many of you have been sleeping on the persimmon. Don't do it. Wake up and grab you some. Because I planted a persimmon tree this year and I'm really excited to use it. So much more than food, though, that beautiful dense hardwood has been known to make golf club heads. People use it as billiard cubes. I mean, even the tree alone is useful because the wood is so beautiful. And in the late autumn, when the branches are bare, is when many people also love using the wood. But throughout history, the cultural influence of a persimmon, you guys, is just amazing. It symbolizes abundance, longevity, and good fortune. And more than anything, artists have loved capturing the beauty of the persimmon. So whether you're enjoying it with your family, whether you are eating it in a salad as a fresh piece of fruit, you enjoy it in a smoothie, baking it for muffins and cakes, or just simply in a painting, or to give you that golden touch to your skin. The persimmon is where it's at. do not forget about the persimmon because it has captured cultures for centuries. Peace, plant friends.